What's up, everybody? Welcome to HauntScene Live. It is Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are where you should be, watching yet another Haunt preview. Tonight, we're talking to Fear Reach Scream Park. We had so much fun there last year.
That was a lot of fun.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm your host, Johnny Bronto. With me, as always, my lovely, beautiful, amazing, lovely co-host, Melissa Luca.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HauntScene Live.
Wearing a shirt. Who is this?
This is from DOA.
Nice. All right. We'll give a shout out to DOA. Awesome. All right, we're going to bring them on in a moment. We got a couple official things to get through. If this is your first time watching the show, say hi, tag your friends, your family, share this out. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, all the good stuff. Do want to give a shout out to our platinum sponsors, which Fear Reach is one of them because they're awesome.
Yeah.
So give a shout out here to, obviously, Fear Reach in Tavares, Florida. Friday nights at the South Florida Fairgrounds, West Palm Beach, Woods of Terror, Greensboro, North Carolina, and Dr. Grumley's Haunted Trail in Umatilla, Florida. It might actually be Umatilla. I don't know. But I can't pronounce anything in Lake County other than Lake County. So we're going to give them a shout out. And thank you for sponsoring us and supporting the show.
Oh, thank you so much.
Appreciate that. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready to go.
All right.
To learn about all the new things coming
Fear
this
Reach,
year.
they've actually never been on the show before, so that's
first time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
last time we saw them was at Spooky Empire. Yep. We saw them at Transworld.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And then we went to their haunt last year. So.
Yeah, Umatilla. There we go. Thank you for correcting me.
Umatilla.
Yep. All right. Make sure I unmute them first.
Unmute. Yeah.
And there we go.
What's up? Hi, guys.
Howdy. Hey.
We got Brennan. We got Kale on here. Let me just double check their audio real quick to make sure there isn't anything weird. Okay, it looks like we're good. Okay. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Great.
I'm doing good. Nice shirt there, Kale.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's got a little matching. He
Yeah,
got
look
the
at that.
memo.
You got
right?
the memo, and him and I didn't.
Where's
So,
your
yeah.
Where's your airbrushed hat? That
huh?
says Fair Reach.
I should have wore one. That way we could have matched.
Man,
Right.
It could have been him and I, and you and him.
that's fine.
Maybe next time. Maybe I'll wear it on the next show.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. We're gonna go ahead and be lazy here because we're gonna let you introduce yourselves. We do a little segment called the elevator pitch,
Yeah, the elevator pitch.
and now we're gonna put the camera on Brennan and Kale, and they're gonna introduce themselves to America. Tell everybody who you are, what you do, all the things, your life story. We have a whole hour. Go nuts.
Sure. So I'm Brennan, and this is Kale. I'm Director of Operations, Kale's Creative Director at Fear Reach Scream Park. We operate on a large farm in Lake County, Florida, Tavares, Florida. We have 3 haunted attractions, a midway with full bar, full food. We have a spooky band that plays every year called The Dismembered. Does rockabilly Halloween covers. We also have a lot of games like axe throwing and test of strength. We have a beer garden, and that's about the elevator pitch now. It happens to be that the farm is in my family for 4 generations, and so that's
Oh wow.
there. And then Kale came on last year to help us with the haunt, and he's been helping us develop that ever since. We are currently in our 2nd year as a Scream Park. We did a haunted trail 2 years before, but we've since outgrown that. Now we're doing something much bigger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we went last year. We were we went to a petrified forest. We rushed over
Yep,
to
and we
do
rushed
Fear
over right
Reach.
after. Yep.
But we had an awesome time.
It was a lot of fun.
And actually, you know what? It reminded me of a question I forgot to ask them in the 10 questions. That's okay. I'll bring it up later. Okay, so first thing, what made you all want to turn your farm into a haunted attraction?
The first haunted trail was actually during COVID. They wanted to do, some of the fellas here put together like something small. It was more of like a friends and family out in the woods, and that turned out to be a really fun time. So then I kind of said, I think we could do this for the public too. So I developed a trail with a fella who was a buddy, and he's a home haunter. He just had a lot of passion for it. So he kind of came on board to help with that. And when that one did really well, we said, well, let's blow the windows off. And so that's when Kale came on board. We built 3 new haunts last year from the ground up, built some new buildings for it and everything. And then just really started the whole process of building it. And so far, it's been basically like we have blueberry season in spring, and so this gives us something to do during the rest of the year. We do this in fall, and then the rest of the time we do weddings and smaller markets and things like that. But we wanted something big and kind of festive to do in the spooky season. And I've always been a fan of horror films and gothy stuff, and so it just kind of was a natural fit.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. So we have a bunch of information here. Make sure you're following Fear Reach on everything. FearReachScreenPark.com, Facebook.com/FearReachScreenPark, Instagram, Fear Reach Screen Park, TikTok, Fear Reach Screen Park. And then you can email them, hello@FearReachScreenPark.com. And then you've got the phone number here.
Here's the
if you
personal
call.
number. It goes right to the number. Want me to try it?
I don't know. Whose phone does this ring?
Want me to?
Last time we made that joke, like the thunder almost struck my house. Right?
That's
like,
true. Let's not do that again. Yeah. Right when I said that, some lightning struck right over his house. So let's not go there.
Awesome. And we've got like a little preview set up. We will be giving away tickets, a pair of tickets. Not only just a pair of tickets, but a pair of Fast Pass tickets.
That sounds awesome. Can I win those?
What?
Can I win those?
No.
Okay.
You have to wait in line.
Okay.
The whole time.
Like this, like.
Of course.
Okay.
Awesome. So we're going to get into that now. Let's just go ahead and break down the event real quick so we have all the things. Let me know if I forget anything here. Opening night is Saturday, September 20th. The calendar is now live on the website. We've also imported the calendar onto the HauntScene Florida directory, so you can do that. Thank you, Leah, for sending that over. I know that was kind of a rush at the last second, but do appreciate that. So, September 28th. Now, are you operating any more or less nights than you were open last year?
Less nights, actually, this year. The way it fell on the calendar, we shaved the last 2 days that we did last year after Halloween.
Okay. All right. And it is located about 45 minutes-ish from downtown Orlando. Exit 90, you just head west if you're in the Orlando area. We're just going to go like straight up 429 and kind of get there. It's really easy for us. About 1255 South Dora Boulevard, Tavares, Florida, 32778. And I did not know this, but apparently Tavares is America's seaplane city.
I did not know that.
Wow.
That is pretty cool. The more you know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we should incorporate more of those facts in the shows that we do.
Seaplane city?
No, like those cities and stuff.
We used to.
Yeah. Huh?
Remember that? Remember we used to...
Did we really?
The kumquat capital of the world?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Dade City?
Kumquat pie.
Yeah, kumquat pie.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here is the location of everything, which is really, really cool. Here is the calendar. This is like hot off the press. It is now live on the website. So starting on September 28th on Saturday, Friday, Saturday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then they are open on Halloween. And Friday, Saturday open till 11 o'clock through October 12th. And then after that, you stay open till midnight.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Did you stay open that late last year?
Yes, we did. Towards the end of the season, because we have the bar and the band playing, and so this is a good time for people to hang out. Like we want to encourage people to hang out on the property.
Yeah, especially those podcasters, like they just won't leave.
I know.
They just show up.
I know those
and
jerks.
And then
they just hang around
they
for
just like
hours.
stay till it closes.
We stayed until like the very end, until they actually a little bit after.
Can I tell you something embarrassing that I was looking through the pictures?
No.
We took like 5 selfies with them. Like
Did we really?
How do you take more than one? We took
realize we
so
took that
many
many.
selfies. I don't know. We just ended up taking a lot of selfies.
Do you remember around the time we went last year? Did we go in October? Did we do October
I would
last
have
year?
to look at we did like 37 haunts last year. It was somewhere in there. It was whatever the night we did a Petrified Forest.
Yeah.
So follow at Fear Reach Scream Park on everything here. And then here's kind of a breakdown. I know that Brennan kind of gave a quick thing. 3 haunted attractions, free parking, which can't discount that. Bar specialty drinks, which we took advantage of some of those. Live entertainment, which is really cool. Talk about that. There is a midway. It's a very large open space, which is really, really cool. Definitely some place to chill out and get away from people if you need to. Games, merch, axe throwing. There are concessions. There's all kinds of stuff to do at Fear Reach Scream Park. Do you remember driving in to Fear Reach last year? We were driving in on that. It's like you go in, it's like a pitch black like country road.
Yep.
And there are like these signs like when you go in, it's like turn back, there's no escape or whatever. And like we were coming in for the first time, and I don't know if you did this on purpose, but the signs were all like handmade. We're like, what are we getting ourselves into here?
Yeah.
So was that like on purpose? Was that by design?
Yes.
Okay. You're like, we're not gonna light this up at all. We're gonna make the entrance into the haunt as creepy as possible,
creepy and dark as possible.
And then you like you make a turn, and then you could see the whole thing like
and
lit
it's in
up.
the far back, all lit up, kind of like a carnival. It looked like,
really
in a way.
Awesome. All right, it's got that right there. Attractions. Well, here's one selfie that we took. Just grabbed a couple.
What a 5.
Yep. Yeah, what a 5.
You should have just made it all 5 selfies.
It was. You know what? We'll just do one this year.
Okay.
We'll get one group picture and not do 5 selfies because we just kept running into you. So yeah, it's a little cringe. Hey, can we have another selfie?
Another selfie.
Jesus. All right, so attractions. We'll go ahead and break this down. Obviously, one of the coolest things here, very unique, is the Pitchfork Parlor and Bar with the live entertainment, like you said.
Yeah, that was a really cool area to like hang out and chill and listen to music and stuff.
Yeah.
And drink. Yeah.
So,
we spent quite a bit of time in there.
Yeah. Now, just kind of going into this, I know you mentioned this earlier. When it's not haunt season, what is the venue used for?
Primarily weddings. We do some markets. Like this year, we have an oddities market on September 29th that we're doing, which it'll be decorated. It'll be Pitchfork Parlor. We're also doing a record fair for, I think, October 6th is that Sunday. So we do a few of those through the year. During UPIC season, we do like a big Mother's Day event called Mamas and Mimosas, where we do free brunch, drink for the moms. We do a big Easter every year. So it's basically just a facility where we can do different events. And then it's also for rent for a wedding. And we have a pretty little ceremony site on a private lake out there that, I don't know, were you guys here on the Friday the 13th last year for our Camp Crystal Lake mini haunt?
No.
No, okay. So we did that.
That's awesome, though. I wish I was there.
I mean,
yeah.
That sounds awesome.
We have a little private lake down there that we did that at. So, yeah, so that's what it's for. It's a wedding venue.
Or you could do maybe hold like spooky weddings. Like, say someone wanted to have a spooky wedding like in the middle of your haunt season, and they wanted to use your venue when it's all dressed up for Halloween. Would you?
If the check clears,
I would completely let them do that.
Yeah, see, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, how many acres is the location? Because it seems pretty vast.
It's 1,400 acres.
1,400 acres?
Right.
That's a lot of land. That's a lot of land.
So like fast forward, Fair Reach is going to have like 10 haunts. Like, like Universal's going to build a park out there.
That is wild.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah, that's huge.
Lots of free parking. So.
Lots of free parking.
And you own every inch of that land.
Oh, yeah, my family, yeah.
That's wild.
Cool.
That's crazy.
That's awesome. We love the bar. The bar is decorated. Live entertainment. There's drinks and all kinds of stuff, which is really cool because not every haunted attraction has live entertainment, and not every attraction offers like drinks and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
They've got like food trucks and all kinds of stuff there.
It's a nice way to lighten the mood and just kind of hang out in between the haunts that you do.
We were taking advantage of that.
We were, yeah. And Kara and I were dancing on the dance floor over there and enjoying the music.
You were?
It was a good time. Yeah, Kara and I were. Yeah, we have video of it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh man, I guess
Did you not know?
I didn't see that. I went into
look.
I was afraid Kira would yell at me if I didn't go into the edited folder for the photos.
Oh, you were too busy taking the 5 selfies.
I was too busy with Brennan taking selfies. That's awesome. Really cool. And what's really neat about that, there are places to sit down. You know, there's tables, benches, all kinds of stuff if you want to chill out for a little bit, because this is totally a very chill location. So loved
I remember
that.
the picture, the green picture at the far end. You used it as your profile picture. I remember.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at me. Good times. That's cool. Do you have a favorite drink, or do you have a favorite thing that they serve over at the bar during the season?
Kale?
No, any of the bubbling drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the poison apple. That was mine, with Jack Daniels and apple and cinnamon and all the fun fall flavors.
Oh yeah.
The mixed drinks in the cups that you and Kira have are really good.
Yep.
Yeah,
What
those-
were you drinking?
I was
in the
drinking
can?
I was drinking a pumpkin ale.
Nice. Did you drink it?
I did.
Okay,
Yes,
that's good.
slowly,
Yeah.
but I drank it.
Melissa's a notoriously slow drinker. Very cool. All right. Now, when it comes to the alcohol, is there like a limit there? You know, I know you got security, everything's like good to go there, but like, you know, did anybody get schlossed last year?
Sloshed.
Little haunt wasted?
No, everybody was a perfect angel. So
I feel-
we have the best guests. No, there was no troublemakers or anything like that. But you know, we do allow our bartenders to use their discretion when serving people. So
That's very cool. All right, and then we've got the haunts.
Okay.
We've got the haunts.
Yeah, let's go.
And so I gotta ask, because you were to us, and in the actual event, the Fear Reach Scream Park was like a kind of a first year thing. While you had done things before, Fear Reach itself was a first year haunt, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So one of the things I didn't build into the question, so I'll go ahead and ask it now before we get into the haunts, is I have really never experienced that level of like polish that you had with your marketing and your website and the haunts and everything. It seemed like you had everything figured out, and everything like just ran together very, very well. Was there something that you did, or maybe calling on your experience by running the farm or the events or whatever, that really played into how well the event was pulled off?
yeah, I brought Kale on.
That's it.
And that's how we pulled that one off. So,
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really.
Like,
Oh, Kale, you're
you know.
amazing.
Good job, Kale.
I've been in the industry for going on almost 20 years now. Been building attractions all the way up to Australia, designing, fabricating for all the major parks around the world too. So this has kind of been my jam for my entire life. So
That's awesome. That's very, very
Oh,
cool.
all hail Kale.
Yeah.
Right.
Kale, yeah.
Kale, yeah. All hail Kale.
We got some questions coming in here. Let's see. No, I'm not going to call and ask if the refrigerator's running. What's up with that?
I should have.
Do you take Vegas actors? You're still hiring,
Are you
right?
taking from the West Coast?
I do take Vegas actors. I just moved here from Vegas about a year
Oh,
ago.
okay. That's a yes
That's
then, I
good.
guess.
That
Yeah.
works.
Okay, that's cool.
Chainsaw sliders?
Do you have chainsaw sliders?
We would take some
We would take
sliders.
sliders.
Nice.
We got some nice asphalt out there.
I've never. That would be kind of terrifying if somebody was sliding at me with an actual chainsaw. Do people do that?
There's a first for everything.
Yeah.
Right? It hasn't. I don't think it's been done yet.
All hail Kale. Yep. They do have a chainsaw maze, which is awesome.
It was really-
We're
yeah,
gonna
it was
talk
a lot
about
of
that
fun.
in a moment, because it's got a very unique kind of theme to it. We'll come
I was
back
running
to
for
that
my
in a
life
moment.
towards the end of it.
But I just grabbed these kind of in order here, I think. I don't know. But the first one, Bloodline Barn here.
Oh, could you do the dramatic
Do
reading?
you want me to do a dramatic
Please,
reading?
I
Do
love-
you guys want me to do a dramatic reading?
It is amazing. It is
Please,
very
please,
beautiful.
This
Yes.
is why they sponsor us.
I live for this. Let's go.
Rumor has it Old Man Budge has been cooped up in his musty barn for years trying to find a cure for his family's ailments. Folks say he only comes out at night to scavenge for junk and dig through trash. Some even say he's been stealing bodies from the local cemetery to experiment with. Do you have the courage to break into the decrepit barn and find out what Old Man Budge has been up to?
I do have the courage
You
to.
do?
Liquid
Liquid
courage
courage.
first.
That's awesome. I loved this house. I thought it was awesome. Now, we were talking a little bit before the show, and you've got the 300 attractions, the themes that you had last year, but you were talking about expanding them. So did you want to, what did you do a little bit differently with the haunts this year?
Yeah, so Bloodline Barn is getting a major upgrade. We're doubling the size. So
Wow.
for those who came last year and explored Old Man Budge's barn and where he kind of creates all of his experiments and tinkers trying to cure his family, now you can go beyond the barn, out back, and see where he gets all his parts and goes through all his junk, and get to see a little bit more of his experiments.
That's cool,
Pretty
man.
cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of really cool little knickknacks and items and.
There were really cool
tech stuff
experiments
in
last
there.
year in the.
Yeah.
You remember that experiment
Man,
table type
that
room?
already
That was cool.
felt like a really long house. That's cool. That's awesome. All right, that's
Awesome,
more bang for the haunt buck.
Right.
All right, love it. Let's see. What are the expectations? Well, we'll get into that a little bit later with some of the questions. All right. So here are some pictures that we took. And I thank you. They've Kira, our photographer, has been obviously takes amazing photos here.
Yep.
So you might see some of those pop up in their marketing or on their website, which is really cool. Thank you.
Surprised you didn't have another selfie in there.
I mean,
You should have had one per slide.
you know what? We're not going to do any selfies this year. I'm just going to do one with Kale.
I'll do one with the. What, I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Kale.
No, Brennan. I'll do one with Brennan. Sorry,
Yeah.
brain fart. Sorry, I'll do one with Brennan. You do one with
We
Kale.
have enough selfies for 5 years. We'll just like repost one. We'll just skip it for a couple years. Awesome. Love this. It's got like this whole like evil doctor, plague doctor thing. Love this mask. Creepy. There's like a little pre-show and stuff. Like it was really, really cool. That's awesome. People are excited for this year. Thank you, Aaron. I am excited for this year as well. The next one over here, and this is like the really sweet facade.
The manor was one of my favorites last year. The parlor room was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So Grimoire Manor. This one's really long. Do you want me to do it?
Can you do dramatic read halfway through and then
It's going to
regular?
get a little awkward if I just keep doing this.
Okay, you could do regular. It's fine.
You want to read it? You do a dramatic reading, Melissa.
I won't do a dramatic reading, but I'll read it if you want.
Sure.
Okay, I would normally read it. All right.
I'm going to let you do this one.
Thank you,
Take it
thank
away.
you. All right.
It's the long one.
The stately Reach Manor and Graveyard were built by newlyweds Budge and Clara Reach. A few years ago into the marriage, Clara gave birth to their only daughter, Willow. The doctor quickly discovered that both mother and daughter suffered from a hereditary condition that would lead to an early grave. As Clara's health deteriorated, the pain slowly drove to her madness. Her husband, Budge, retreated to the barn and started experimenting to find a cure. Little Willow decided to turn to the occult, searching for help within the pages of her ancient book of spells, the Grimoire. But is Willow strong enough to control the dark power that she has awakened?
No.
No, she's not.
Absolutely not. You know what? Okay, I apologize because I didn't realize there was like an overarching theme for these stories. These houses, this thing talks to each other. That is really, really cool.
Very cool, very cool.
I guess I was just so blown away by what we went through. Like we did like a scare cam and all kinds of stuff there last year. So Grimoire Manor, and we have a picture here of this one right here, the facade, and a couple of the characters and things right here. This is like probably one of the first things you'll notice when you do walk into Fear Reach over to the right. Really, really cool facade, really well done here. This house was awesome.
They had a really cool prop in there with the moving head. Remember that?
Spoiler.
Remember the head?
You know, people are gonna go into this house and get scared.
I mean,
I'm just
who
kidding.
knows? They may or may not have it this year.
It is called Fear Reach.
Yep.
Yeah. So Grimoire Manor, any upgrades, any changes to this one this year?
So much. The entire layout is 100% changed and different. It's got new rooms, got a new layout, and is also doubling in the size. So not only are you able to explore, the interior of the manor, you'll actually be able to go beyond where Old Man Budge hunts for his bodies and parts and stuff with a giant cemetery. So you'll be able to. It's just as big as the interior of the haunt this year.
That is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
So it's like you're doubling the size of both of them?
Yep.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Very cool, very
That is
cool.
really, really cool. All right. So that was awesome. That was my favorite last year. They were all amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool. The manor was definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's just so good. And then they had a cat person. I saw a character
I saw him.
Nobody else.
I saw him too. I saw him once.
Okay.
I think we went through that house like multiple times
Yeah.
in the night before we left.
'Cause
And I saw him once.
It was
and
like
that was
a
it.
cat, like a, and it just I was like, wow, and like nobody else saw it.
It was
and I
a
freaking
character,
out.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw him too.
Or I just was too drunk. I don't know. Let's see. And then we've got the chainsaw chase. Now this one is awesome. Super duper kind of aggressive. Imagine being in a slasher movie, being chased by a slasher with a chainsaw. I love the way that this house is done. You won't remember this when you're in there, but last year at least, they had a scare actor. They were all wearing the same mask and the same costume, so literally it felt like you were on a chainsaw chase. It was really, really cool. But here's the version of that. The groundskeeper of Fear Reach Ranch has gone mad. Keeping Old Man Budge's dark secrets, witnessing the horrors invoked by Willow and her grimoire has been too much to handle. He's let the property go and he's only taking care of one thing: trespassers. Will you survive the saw?
I will not survive this all.
No, you won't.
I won't.
That's awesome. And we didn't grab a picture of this one last year because we didn't.
We were too busy taking selfies.
We were too busy taking selfies. But I do want to give a shout out here because I saw a really cool picture that was sent over by our friend Tyler, former HauntScene crew, one of our friends, Tyler Haunts. But took a really cool picture. Here are some of the characters
I had
there.
completely forgotten how they look like. It was all a blur because I was running.
Because you were scared?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. I saw people just crumbling in this house. Like people, this was like my favorite house for people that have never been scared before. They just fall over like wet noodles. It was great.
Yep.
So with the chainsaw chase, any updates or changes to this one this year?
Yeah, a few. We're adding some more obstacles, maybe a little crawling, choosing your own
Crawling?
a little bit. So yeah, it's getting a couple of new surprises inside.
Maybe there'll be sliding chainsaws
Oh man.
sliding at you. Oh, yeah.
It just opens up into like this big long 10-foot sidewalk. And what's gonna happen now?
What's going to happen now?
Sliding chainsaws. All right, let's see. Cozy, best facades in the game. Thank you for that compliment. That's awesome. That's me in the pit. Cool. Jaquel says, sorry if I'm messing up your name. Cozy, Cozy, Midlock, where can I apply for chainsaw? Actually, I've got the information where you can go in and apply because I think y'all are having some hiring events coming up. Yeah. I've got that somewhere in here. There it is. Look at that. The
No
magic
way.
of live television. Very cool.
That's crazy.
So, actor open auditions on August 16th. So that is coming up. That is 2 weeks from tomorrow, and then the 24th as well. If you go to fearreachscreenpark.com, they do have a link, or you can just go to /unemployment.
Did you say /unemployment?
You can go to /employment, and you could put in an application, show up for these open auditions here. How many people are you looking to hire for the haunt this year?
Actor-wise, we're looking for about 50, 60.
Wow. That's
lot.
awesome. Now, are you increasing that number? I mean, obviously, with doubling the haunts, you're going to need more actors for that. But is that like a big bump in the staff you had last year?
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely check that out. Should be fun.
Yeah, got your
That's
got
awesome.
your
And
favorite thing in the
now,
picture
these
there.
positions, I think they're paid, volunteer.
All paid. All paid
Nice.
positions.
Yeah,
Yep.
make some money while you scare the crap out of people.
Yeah, I mean that's just fun.
That is the fun. That is the best time of the
That's
year.
the life. If only we could just work at a haunt.
You know, then we wouldn't have. Then we wouldn't be able to do all the cool stuff.
You're right. It's sad.
I know.
See you
That's-
both on August 16th.
Yeah. Maybe you know what? Maybe we'll come out and hang out with you. Can we come out and hang out with you guys for your auditions?
Yeah,
if you
can we? That'd be
That
awesome.
would
want.
be
That's
awesome.
that's where you could apply.
Well, we have like 30. We have 32 haunts on our list this year. So
We have a very
we're,
busy
we're
schedule.
a little.
Yeah.
We're a little. Yeah.
Very tight. Yeah.
I would have to call off a lot.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
What days of the week is the 16th and the 24th?
I think it's Fridays.
The Friday, the 16th is Friday, and the 24th is the Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can go out if you want. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Chainsaw Crew Zane in here. Twin Quintanar.
Let's go.
That's
Yeah.
an awesome last
I've never
name.
seen like scare off.
That's an
Character
awesome
audition.
chainsaw character name.
That is
Zane
yeah.
Quintanar. Zane.
You just keep it like chainsaw chase Zane.
Zane Saw.
Zane saw.
Oh my God! Please say he uses Zane Saw. If you don't, you're welcome.
This year we'll do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, the
Zane
Saw.
crew. Let's
Yes.
go.
When you see us, Zane Saw, yell at us, Zane Saw.
Zane.
We want
Zane
to know.
Saw.
We want.
Then we'll know it's you.
Yeah. Awesome.
That'd be
Got that
fun.
right there. We're not ready. to give away the Fast Pass tickets quite yet.
Okay.
We're going to do that a little bit later.
Okay.
Because we've got some personal questions that
We
we
got
have
some.
to ask.
Ooh, we got the
them.
10 questions next.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so yeah, definitely go to Fear Reach, screampark.com, get all of the information. Make sure you're following them on all of the social media and everything there. If you are not watching the show live, because most people watch the show on YouTube, the replay, unfortunately, you can't win tickets because this is some point in the future. But are you ready to answer some questions, some deep, life-altering questions?
Of course.
Sure.
Oh, very cool. All right, Melissa Lukac, it's time.
Oh, I'm ready. I always love this
10
part.
questions. 10 questions for Zanesaw. All right. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. First question. These are in no particular order here. First question. Let me lock that down. How did the first conversation about doing a haunt go? Whose original idea was it?
I think it was mine. For the first trail we did, I remember having a meeting with Chet. He was our the home haunt guy I was talking about earlier, who came out and helped with the first year we did it. And basically, I was like, "Hey, you want to do a haunt?" And he thought it was a great idea, and that was it. It was a real short conversation.
Right. Well, that was easy. Now, had you gone to like another event, like a Horror Nights or a Howl Scream or some of the local haunts in Florida, and maybe that kind of like started that conversation?
Not in years, but I had done it, a good bit in my teens and 20s. I hadn't done it probably in 10 years before I thought about doing it here. And then, but yeah, I've always liked them. I've always thought it was a good time, and so I'd never thought that I would be doing one. But now that I am, I like it. So
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Kale, you're exempt from that one. You weren't there. Sorry.
No.
All right, next one, Melissa Lukac.
How big is your cast and crew?
We'll have about 50 to 60 actors, and then probably about 20 support staff on top of that.
Now, in addition to the actors you're looking for at the auditions, are you still looking for additional staff for other roles?
Most of those roles have already been filled up.
Okay. All right, cool. That was an easy one. All right, next one. And I love this because you're on a farm and in the dark in Florida, everything's super duper creepy.
Florida's just scary.
Has anything spooky ever happened on the farm not related to the haunt?
Oh yeah, like all the time.
Oh,
I mean, it's so dark and so big, and you know that you're so alone when you're out in certain parts of this property that, it's like the, go ahead and scream your head off. You're miles from where anyone can hear you. I would tell a story. The first year we were doing the haunt in the trail, we were running that all off of generators, and we were out there at night setting up all the lighting. Just we had to have it dark. And at some point, the generator just conked out, and it went pitch black, and we had no flashlights or anything. We were just stuck out there by ourselves.
Oh my God.
Horrifying. And then also in the first year, I think we had we had some of the kids out in the trail had dinner. We'd grill up hot dogs and stuff for them before they would go to the haunt. And I guess some of them had left the wrappers out or something, and there was a bobcat or something, we think, that might have been stalking them. So that was a little scary. We had to shut down the haunt for 20 minutes and kind of clear the area and turn on all the lights and make a bunch of noise to chase off whatever it was. So that was pretty spooky. Yeah, so those are both haunt related, but
Okay. No, like anything like ghost paranormal wise?
not that I know of. I mean,
Not yet.
yeah, not yet.
We'll find out this year.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of answered this next one, but go ahead and ask this one because maybe you've had some other experiences here. But go ahead and ask this one, Melissa.
Any fun encounters with Florida wildlife?
Yeah, do mosquitoes count?
Yeah.
'Cause-
I mean, that is a nonstop thing.
yeah.
Like big giant spiders?
We have big giant spiders. We have a lot of mosquitoes. few years ago, or last year, we had a bad problem with ants. Like just everywhere we were working, there was like an ant pile would crop up. And then I don't know if anybody outside of Lake County knows about the blind mosquitoes, or I think they call them midges and different names, but they swarm. So that's
Blind
fun.
mosquitoes.
What the?
Never.
Yeah.
Sounds
What is a
horrible.
blind mosquito? That sounds
Yeah.
that sounds
Midge.
horrifying.
Jesus.
They swarm and they just take over everything.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
but I mean, we have regular wildlife on the property. We have some bears and coyotes, bobcats, a lot of birds, turkeys, quail. There's alligators in the lakes.
Yeah.
So it's a
Typical
big
Florida wildlife, right?
Yeah.
forest.
Yep.
A lot of trees, a lot of woods.
It's fun.
Mhm.
All right.
Florida's a horror movie in its own. It's very terrifying.
It is.
Right.
Yeah. Are you originally from Florida, Brennan?
Yeah. I'm from born and raised in Jacksonville.
Okay. All right. So, Whataburger,
Yeah, Whataburger Town.
very important.
Yep.
Kale, where are you from?
I just came from Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Next question. What was the biggest lesson learned after last year's event?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of things. We were, I think we revamped our internet service. That was because some of the big rushes, like all the points of sale plus the ticketing platform were all using the same router, so they would crash like in that first hour of the night when everybody got here and was buying things. So that was a lesson that was hard to learn. We had a couple of really stressful, like reboot moments where, yeah, and I think that's the thing about these. I feel like you're never done building. So like the whole season last year, every week we had new projects that we had to kind of fix things, change things around to make them move a little faster. Figure out some ways to not do things,
Yeah.
So and got better ways now, and I'm sure we'll keep learning for a while.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So next one. Go ahead and ask this one, Melissa.
If you could have any food vendor from any franchise or restaurant in the world on site, what would it be?
Hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Jacksonville. There's this little hole in the wall bar and like pub that I love, Harpin Louie's. They got the best wings in the game. So if you're ever get Carl's Way wings. So that'd be my vote.
Kale?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out all the new food places around here. So
Well, it could be anywhere. It could be something from Vegas. Maybe In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger.
yeah, we can go with that. That's pretty good. Sure.
I mean, if you opened up an In-N-Out Burger, more people would be there for In-N-Out Burger than your haunt. Love you, but like the way, like when White Castle opened up here, it was insane.
Right.
And I'm from Detroit, so it was a big
Yeah,
deal.
for a while it
yeah,
was really busy for months.
Yeah. Very cool. Answer. And the Amish pretzel truck. You have an Amish pretzel truck?
No. That's one of our scare actors.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hi, Justice.
I think that's what they want.
Gotcha.
At the
Okay.
haunt.
There are people. Look, this is not the venue. This is not the avenue to put in requests, right? Talk to them directly. All right. That's awesome. All right. Next one here, Melissa Lukac.
What is your favorite pre and post haunt snack or drink?
Monster.
That's a good way to go.
You hear that a lot.
Yeah. you got to have that caffeine buzz during haunts because you get no sleep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nice. Now, is it more than one monster in a day?
During haunt season, yeah.
Oh man, that would kill me.
I usually have I have 2 in a coffee. It's a lot of caffeine. I'm just gonna pump it through my veins at this point.
Jesus.
Usually on those days we're up 15 hours plus, so you gotta be able to keep going.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, the suggestion box is live. All right, next question. If you had an unlimited budget, but could only spend money on one item from one vendor at Transworld, because that's one of the last times we saw you was at Transworld, what would it be? Like, if you could just buy anything at Transworld, which, if you're not familiar, those of you watching at home, Transworld is like the big haunted attraction trade show that's every year in St. Louis, usually in like February, March-ish. So just filling people in.
That's a tough one. There's a lot of good vendors out there.
There are.
But I'd say, probably one of my favorites would be Gore Galore. All their puppets. So, we have one of them right now and hope to get more in the future. But they're probably one of the, the top dogs in the industry. So I'd probably go with them.
Yeah. And if you're not familiar with what Gore Galore is, if you're ever in a haunted attraction and if some big thing, like a big puppet thing jumps out of you, or a big head comes out of you, or a big like ghost person comes out of you, like they're huge oversized things, that's typically a Gore Galore. That's what they do. I tend to forget not everybody's like haunted attraction connoisseur.
Like yeah, of course, yeah. They do
Brennan. What would you
for me?
Yeah.
I like the Gore Galore stuff a lot. I mean, some of the flashier ones from it's not Fright Props, it's their Poison Props. Yeah. So some of their stuff. But I would probably get another Gore Galore. They are just big bang for the buck.
Those giant puppets are really cool. I've seen like sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
They've had sharks and monkeys and stuff.
Spiders.
They've had spiders.
Oh, man.
Giant leaping
I think
ones.
they have a mosquito too.
That would be appropriate. Yeah.
Let's go with the mosquitoes, not the spiders.
Very cool. Clara just joined. Hey, Claire, easy answer. She just asked, what are the themes house for this year? It's going to be the same ones they had last year, but they're all like the main ones, the Grimoire Manor, the barn. Those are going to be doubled in size with a bunch of extra stuff, so we'll just catch you up. And then they'll also have the Chainsaw Chase as well. So, so yeah, look for expanding on the existing themes, which is really, really neat. All right, next one here. Go ahead and ask this one, Melissa.
Who would direct the Fear Reach movie?
So if they made a movie based on the story or the background of Fear Reach, because you're into horror, who would direct that movie?
I would like to see Cabin in the Woods vibes of Joss Whedon, right?
Oh yeah. Classic.
Drew Goddard, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who directed.
I think so. Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I love Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is like one of my favorite movies.
The original one, right?
There's only one. The Cabin in the Woods.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking of Cabin. I'm thinking of Cabin Fever.
Pancakes.
I'm thinking of Cabin Fever. I'm sorry.
I don't know who directed Cabin Fever. Kale, do you have a shot? Like if you had your vision for the movie?
I don't know who directed it. I can't remember, but whoever directed Dale and Tucker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tucker, Dale versus Evil? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think they're going to be at Spookala, right?
One of
Alan
the...
Tudyk?
Alan is,
Yeah,
yes. Alan Tudyk is going to be there,
cool.
yes.
Shout out to Spookala. Awesome. That's a really good answer. I love Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is one of my favorite all-time horror movies because it encompasses every other horror movie, right? Like every other, like if I could only have like one horror movie on like a desert island, that sounds weird. It would be Cabin in the Woods because it has everything else.
Well, going off this question, what actors would you want playing you in this movie? As your characters.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah, God,
Nicolas Cage.
Say Dane Cook. I don't know. I get told I look like that. So.
Nice. Very cool.
Very cool.
All right, last one here. Because, in the future, you're going to do other stuff here. What are some dream settings or themes that you would like to explore at Fear Reach Scream Park in the future?
Oh, we've got some top secret ideas that we could.
Is it related to, could it be aliens?
I was gonna say, they haven't done aliens yet.
No.
Every haunt needs to do aliens at least once to make me happy.
Plug.
Yeah.
Put it in the suggestion box. I mean, I think I'm looking at. I think we want to do some sort of tech automation thing. I think that's kind of where I'm thinking about going. And so something that's kind of breaks the fourth wall a little bit and gives you an immersive experience, but also kind of taps into probably real anxieties about technology and AI and things like that. I like that. I feel like that's always the scariest stuff, is the more existential,
Yeah,
world type stuff.
like Black Mirror, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like technology going wrong and robots and stuff. You never know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What? And like vampires, maybe gothic vampires, or we could have a match between aliens and vampires. An alien vampire.
Alien vampire.
Just saying.
Mash up.
Just putting it out there.
Ugh. Very cool. All right, you made it through the 10 questions. Good job. All right. So, back here, side by side, we're going to start to kind of wind this down a little bit. Make sure you go to fearreachscreenpark.com to do all the things. Just as a very quick recap, let me just go through the slideshow one more time to see if I did any. Oh, wait, we got to give away the tickets.
Yeah, don't forget about the tickets.
Yeah, I almost did this last week.
You did, yeah.
Do that. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. So if you're watching the live show here on Facebook, you know how this works. We're going to pop up a keyword. If you are an employee, I don't think you're eligible. Please make sure you're in the U.S. Please make sure you're going to go to the haunt. We're going to flash up a keyword here in a moment. And the first person on my screen to type in this keyword, which is a keyword we've actually mentioned on this show, so you got to kind of pay attention to that stuff. You're going to win a pair of Fast Pass tickets to Fear Reach Screen Park, and yeah, you can just rock right through all the haunts, which is going to be awesome.
All right.
Are you guys ready to give away some tickets? Thank you for giving us some tickets to give away. Now, as far as the tickets go, do you guys do like a electronic will call type thing?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we'll reach out to us. We'll get your information over to them. I'll just shoot it over to Kale. Kale handles all the things, or Leah, and then we'll get you taken care of here. Do you know what the keyword is?
Zanesaw.
Oh my God, it would be if I would have known that ahead of time. I mean, now I feel like I'm letting people down with this keyword here. Zanesaw.
Selfie.
Oh, cringe. Awesome. All right. First person on my screen to type in the keyword, which is going to be... No, that was kind of disappointing.
That was disappointing.
Pitchfork Parlor.
Oh.
First person to type in Pitchfork Parlor.
The entire
Which is
word, right?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Parlor.
Spell it correctly. Put a space in there. First person to put in Pitchfork Parlor is going to win that pair of Fast Pass tickets. If you're watching the replay on YouTube or something like that, unfortunately, you missed out. This is why you got to watch the live show.
Oh, we got one. We got Cozy.
And there it is. Cozy Midlock. Pitchfork Parlor on my screen. So Cozy Midlock, if that is your actual name. No judgment if it is. Please reach out to the HauntScene social media. Just shoot us a message on something. We'll get your name, we'll get your email, and we will shoot it over to them. Congratulations for winning the tickets.
Good job.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right. Well, it is 8:49. It goes by so quickly.
It does. It does go really fast.
Nice. So, what are y'all working on? Like in the near future? Like, what's your current projects at the haunt?
Right now, we're working on the cemetery build. We're expanding off the side of the back of the barn. We're adding, a whole expansion to the barn. So right now, just trying to knock out a lot of the, the bigger projects. We got some awesome fabricators and stuff that work for some of the other major theme parks that are helping us build and design some of these gorgeous sets in the cemetery. So, and to really knock it all out right now.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, any shout outs, anything that you want to say about the haunt and to bring people out this year? Other than what we've covered?
I mean, it's going to be, I feel like we did good last year, but I feel even more excited about this year. The new sets are just, just way more mind blowing than what we saw last year. So I was very happy with last year's haunt, but this one's really shaping up nicely. So
Nice.
It's going to be a good one.
All right. If you guys are walking around, are you going to be available for selfies for people who are on site?
Always.
As long as you take 5.
Yeah.
Five at different points in the night.
We might
I
up
told
it,
you-
and we might go
I
to
told
6
you
this year,
minimum.
just to throw you off.
awesome. Very,
We
very
have a
cool.
5 selfie minimum at this haunt.
Minimum.
Minimum.
Okay, well, I don't feel bad then. God. I've never done that. But we've never done that.
I didn't.
Before.
Honestly, I didn't even realize we took that many.
It's sad. I mean, you know what it was? I think it was we were all doing different selfies. I think that's why it was. It wasn't like the same person doing.
It
all the
wasn't all of
selfies.
us together. It was separate.
Because that would be sad. That would just be pathetic.
That would be sad.
I think you guys would like go through a haunt a couple times, and then you'd come back and we'd run into each other, and it'd be like, "Oh, another selfie," and then it would happen that way for a couple.
Oh,
I think we were just running around having so much fun that we forgot, so we're just instantly like, selfie.
selfie. Let's do it.
I have to keep a selfie count this year, Johnny.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for being on the show. Let me bring up their social media and everything that you need to know, just so you have it. Remember, Fear Reach, Scream Park on everything. Good job. You've got the same social media on everything, which is nice and easy for everybody. Fear Reach, Scream Park. I did see that they have a TikTok, so make sure you follow them on TikTok and do all the things, the Gram, the Facebook. Did I miss any other platforms? Anything else that you guys post on? Only haunts?
No,
I
I
don't
think
think so.
we might have
X.
some. I don't know what they are. Yeah, I think we might have an X.
X.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you, everybody who was watching the show live. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, share, do all the things. And we're going to start to wrap this thing up.
That was a great show. That was a great show. Always a great show with great guests. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
guys.
See you soon. We'll do some selfies.
All hail
right.
Kale.
All right.
Yeah. Kale.
Hang out on Zoom for a moment. We're going to wrap this thing up. We got a couple official things we got to get through, and then we'll close it out. So thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Brennan.
Thank you so much.
Kale.
Thank you, guys. See you guys soon.
Yeah. All right.
If
We'll
we could
see
take a
you soon.
selfie with you right now, we would.
I mean,
We actually
I
can.
actually could.
We actually could.
Hold on.
Let's make it 6.
Well,
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Let's just do this one right here. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
cool.
number 6. Let's go.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
See ya.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's a good show.
That was a lot of
we
fun.
had so much fun at Fear Reach.
Yeah,
It's
that was
so good.
It was a fun time. It was definitely a fun time, and I can't wait to go
good.
back.
Yeah, I can't wait either. Yeah, so I hope that people go in and apply and do all the things because it is awesome. It seems like it's an awesome place to work. Yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Do you know who we have on the next show?
Maybe. Possibly. If I look into my calendar right
Wow.
now, I will know who was on it.
All right, so
Sorry.
here we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Once again, thank you to our platinum sponsors. Once again, Fear Reach, you are awesome. I do appreciate you being a platinum sponsor of the show. Fright Night, South Florida Fairgrounds, Woods of Terror, Dr. Grimley's Haunted Trail. Thank you all. Do appreciate that. And next show is going to be Fright
Petrified
Night.
Forest.
So we'll be talking.
Fright Nights first, and then
Yes.
Petrified Forest.
Fuck it.
Oh, Fright Nights is Tuesday. Petrified is Thursday. My bad.
We both said one different haunt. Do you like a Petrified Forest more?
No.
We like all
I like
haunts
'em
equally.
All
There we go.
equally, yes.
But we love Fright Nights. They're
Yep.
really good friends of ours. They're going to be on Tuesday. Petrified Forest. I think might actually be in the studio because they like to come in the
Very
studio
cool. Yeah.
on Thursday. Or not. We'll see. And then maybe we can get some announcements and things out of that because I don't even think they've announced their themes yet. So that'll be really cool. Very cool. All right, couple things just to wrap this thing up. If you want to support HauntScene, reach out to us, hauntScene.com/support. HauntScene, email us if you have any questions. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. We do appreciate that. John Sebastian Laval, Crystal Laval, SNR Travel Stories, Mark Muncie. I'll actually be on Erie Travels, that podcast here in a little bit, so that'll be fun. Make sure you follow our journey. We are HauntScene on everything, which makes it real easy. And that is going to be it. So we'll wrap it up, and we will see everybody. We will be out at the Haunt Harvest in Groveland this weekend, up in that area. So we'll probably see you out there if you're going to that. And that's going to be it for the show tonight. So till next time, spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Give me some treats.